Yes, brother, it's Shay here. Today we are talking everything to do with morning erections, morning wood. So if you're asking yourself, I don't have morning erections, does that mean I have erectile dysfunction or performance problems? Then I invite you to stay here for these few minutes because I'm going to be busting a few myths around morning wood, what it means if you're not experiencing morning erections, and I'm going to give you some a new view on this that I'm pretty sure you wouldn't have heard before, that helps to offer basically what to do so that you can get this sorted. So let's jump right in. Online, when I'm on forums, I see many guys saying and asking the question, I don't have morning erections consistently. Does this mean I have erectile dysfunction or erection problems? If you're asking the same question, then you're in the right place. First up, it is not a necessity, it's not a requirement for a guy to have morning erections every single morning. Whilst it's common for that to happen, it's not uncommon when it doesn't happen consistently. Okay, so it's normal to have varying degrees of erections or no erection in the morning. Does this mean that you have erection problems? No, it does not necessarily mean that there's anything sinister going on here. What I'm going to explain in a moment will show why that is the case. What I would say is if you are experiencing a lack of erections in the morning, fine, that could be one indicator, but it's not a cause for erection problems. That is more of a symptom of something else that's going on. Okay, if you find that this is spilling over into when you're actually meeting people, it could be a date, or you're having sex with your partner, or going to have sex with your partner, and you find there you have erection challenges, as well as a lack of morning erections, then yes, I would say it's important to explore what's going on there, and in a second I'll give you a tool on how to do that. But what I want to explain first of all is something about our sleep that is to do with specifically morning erections. Now, if you're familiar with these terms in sleep, there's NREM and REM. And this basically means NREM stands for non-rapid eye movement and REM stands for rapid eye movement. When we sleep at night, we go through a phase, right? It's not just we sleep and that's it. There's different phases in the sleep, kind of like chapters in a book, right? And I think that I'm actually reading a book about this at the moment called Why We Sleep. And there's 4 stages, I believe, in sleep, but these NREM and REM are the 2 biggest categories. And the rapid eye movement is called that because that's literally what's happening. Our eyes are shut and they're going quickly from left to right. And that's usually when we're in a dreaming state. This is the last part of our sleep to happen. NREM takes up the majority, first of all, non-rapid eye movement. And then REM is when we start dreaming. That's usually the last part of our sleep. And what I've learned is that this is connected. It's in the REM stage of sleep that morning wood happens. Erections whilst we're sleeping happen when they do happen. It's usually in this REM stage. So my first question before anything else to you is, how are you sleeping? Right, if you're getting anything less than 7 hours a night, and that may seem like 7 hours, what, that would be a dream. But this is reality. We should be getting 8 hours, between 8 to 9 hours a night. And if you're getting anything less than 7 hours, it simply means that the REM part of your sleep, the last part, is the part that's been sacrificed. And what does that mean? Well, let's say if you're getting 5 or 6 hours sleep, it's definitely been impacted, and you can expect to not experience erections when you wake up every morning if you're only getting short amounts of sleep, 5-6 hours, because the part that's been cut off is the REM part, and that's where the morning erections happen. So that's the first question to be asking ourselves. How am I sleeping? And if I'm getting anything up to 7 hours, that is just, it is simply not enough for me to say I have erection challenges and to ignore the sleep part. We must focus on the sleep part first of all, because this is an important part of when morning erections happen. So with that out the way, and let's say you are getting more than 7 hours sleep, or you also notice that this is impacting in other areas of your life. So it's not just in the morning, it's also when you go to have sex with a new partner or your current partner, that it doesn't work. You know, there's this feeling of anxiety around, will it stay hard? Can I get hard? If that's happening, or you're feeling in general like there's erection challenges, then that's when it's time to take the next step, right? To be able to get the right tools to get this sorted. Now, you may already be taking things like Viagra or Cialis, or you may have gone to get your testosterone levels checked. Getting the testosterone levels checked is an important thing to do to make sure there's nothing medical going on there. But most of the times it's mindset related. And the first step to be able to get this sorted so that you can have sex without pills or without fear and anxiety is to understand what's going on, what's causing this. So that you can do that, I've developed a very simple 10 yes or no questions quiz called the Performance Anxiety Assessment, the PA assessment. Now, if that sounds like you can relate to what I just shared there around your experience in, if it's not just morning erections, if it's also spilling over into these other areas, then as the next step, I'd like you to take these 10 yes or no questions. This is a free test and it will take you less than 2 minutes to do. And what it will do is it will show you, okay, what is the potential cause for this? So that you can then get the tools to get it sorted. Because you don't have to live your life taking a pill every day or every time that you go to have sex. It does not need to be that way. So below in the comments, you'll see a link to the Performance Anxiety Assessment. So the first step is to click on that link. It will take you straight to the page where you get access to the assessment and answer the 10 yes or no questions. That's step 2, answer yes or no to the 10 questions. Step 3, that's it. I will then send you your score, plus I will send you a free tool so that you can start trying this out in your own life. These are the tools that have worked the most effectively for me, and you can see how that goes for you. So it's time now to try this. Head below and click on the link to the Performance Anxiety Assessment and answer those 10 yes or no questions. I will see you there, and if nothing else, stick with that question of how are you sleeping?